Hey, what's going on, everybody? Movie Fam here, and as you can see, man, we're back in the chicken house. Yes. So let's get this thing started. I am the Movie Phantom, and I am joined once again by my good friends. We got Pumpkinface over here. Pumpkinface, what's going on?
What's up?
Man, oh, leave me hanging, leave me hanging. There he is. And then, of course, you guys all know Robert Chaney. What's going on?
Man.
Well, thank you guys for being here. And yes, we know we actually came to an agreement here after lots of sodomy and animal sacrificing. We decided, once a month we're definitely gonna come back to the chicken house. So boom, here it is. Everybody loved it. You guys got lots.
That's cool.
People loved it. Zuma actually really commented on you guys, or his kid did. Sorry, his kid when we did his review last time he was here. People love the chicken house. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to the fans. Let's fucking chicken house this thing. So yes. Now once again, we got 2 more movies for you, and I figured since we're back in the chicken house, we might as well just go ahead and review Zuma's other movie. Zuma's 126. He gave us another movie to review. It's Sweet 16, and we also got Ghost Ship. So those will be 2 movies we're gonna be reviewing tonight. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So. All right, so last week I asked the question of the week. I asked everybody what was your top 3 John Carpenter movies. And we got quite a few responses. WT Sky Dark hit us up with, he said his number 3 was Escape from New York. Love it.
John Carpenter?
Oh yeah, he directed it.
I didn't even know that.
Oh my God, Chaney, what are you doing to me right here? No, yeah, great movie, love it. Wasn't in my top 3. When it comes to John Carpenter, it's hard to narrow it down to 3 movies. So, but I'm not gonna lie, if I did top 5, Escape from New York would definitely be up there. So, number 2, he said The Thing, which is also my number 2. And then number 1, he said Big Trouble in Little China, which is my number 3. So, yes, classic movies right there. Recommend if you guys have you seen these movies? Or?
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, that's what I want to hear.
The Thing is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, The Thing is great, love it. And then we got now, dude, if I'm mispronouncing your name, I want to apologize right now. I'm horrible at reading new names. It's I think it's how you're going to pronounce it. It's 4 doubles Maddox. 1? No, I actually wrote the 1 in there by accident. Sorry. 4 doubles Maddox. And if I'm mispronouncing it, dude, hit me up. Let me know. Anyways, he said number 3 was Vampires, which is pretty good. I like that. Not huge. I mean, like list of John Carpenter, I would put Vampires kind of low, but I did enjoy it. James Wood, you can't beat him. I mean, dude's awesome in that movie. And then his number 2 was The Thing, and then his number 1 was Escape from New York. So our boy Horror Show 3000 hit us up, and he threw out Assault on Precinct 13 at number 3. Love that movie. I haven't seen that movie in a while, but dude, I love it. And that's probably what's going to fill out my top 5 right there if I did top 5. Love it. And then his number 2 was The Thing, and then number 1 was Halloween, which is also my 2 and 1 as well. So I figured we had more Halloweens than this. I ain't gonna lie. I figured everybody be kind of throwing the Halloweens out there.
That's what I thought. That's the first thing I think.
I think everybody's trying to go different. They're like, no.
Yeah,
everybody.
It always has been Halloween, but you still got to throw in there.
Well, 13 Wolfman, that's actually, he gave me a video response, and he said the reason he's picking kind of the obscure ones is because he figured everybody's going to be hitting Halloween in The Thing. And so he hit me up with 2 different number 3s, actually. His first top 3 was John Carpenter directed movies. And then he hit me up with a bonus number 3, or top 3, which was movies that he didn't direct, but he either produced, or presented, or co-written, or whatever. So as far as the top 3 John Carpenter directed movies, 13th Wolfman said, number 3, Prince of Darkness. And I effing love Prince of Darkness. Alice Cooper is a homeless guy. Come on, that's just gold right there. Love it. At number 2, he said They Live. Rowdy Piper. Come on, dude. It has the greatest line like almost all time. He's like bubblegum line. Comes in, he's like, I'm here to kick some ass and chew some bubblegum. All out bubblegum. And then his number 1 was The Thing. And then he, like I say, threw me a little bonus there. He's like, here's the top 3 movies I like that he didn't direct, but he was associated with one way or another. At number 3, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, which he, I can't remember if he wrote it. I know he produced it for sure, but I can't remember if he wrote it or not. But he was definitely on the set for that one. Agree, really like it. Very underrated. Maybe not underrated, it's just hated. It gets a lot of hate. Now,
Probably The Departure.
It is, that's exactly what it is. They just don't, they're like, where's Michael Myers at, goddammit? Just that 2 seconds on the TV screen, gonna cut it. We want him in the whole movie. And I have not seen this one. Actually, I haven't seen the next 2. At number 2, he said Body Bags, which I guess was a produced movie that he did back in the 90s. And I have never seen it. You guys seen Body Bags?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Body Bags. I have to check it out, 13th. I'll have to check it out. And then his number one was, this is an older one called Black Moon Rising. And it looked like a thriller. It had Tommy Lee Jones in it, but it was written by John Carpenter.
Seems like I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I've heard of it, never seen it.
He pulled it, he had the DVD up to put up, showed me on the thing, and I didn't quite recognize it, but I feel like I have heard of it before. The one I thought today he was going to throw out there, and it's funny because as I'm thinking this, a guy actually commented on the video, The Eyes of Laura Mars, which was written by John Carpenter. And it also has Tommy Lee Jones, and it has Faye Dunaway. It's actually a pretty good movie. And but yeah, that's another one. So guys, I want to thank every one of you guys who sent me your top threes in. It's much appreciated. Now this week I'm thinking, what can my top three be? Because I always try to do a top three that kind of relates to the movies I'm reviewing. So I was like, all right, what can I do that correlates with Sweet 16 and Ghost Ship? And I was like, okay, you know what? We're going to do top three horror movies that take place on a mode of transit somehow, like a boat, a spaceship, a train, plane, whatever. If it fucking, a majority of the movie takes place on there.
If it moves.
If it moves, yeah, it's supposed to be, transportation, and it moves, boom. So with that in mind, I'm gonna have to say, and I'm literally like, I wasn't trying to pick this one, but at number three, I'm gonna say Ghost Ship. Yeah, I mean, I'm coming through. I mean, it beats out Snakes on a Plane. I like Snakes on a Plane. It's cheesy as shit. I liked it.
I can't believe you said that.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's gonna be like, "What? Snakes on a Plane? Phantom? What the fuck?" I do like it, but I just gotta say, I like Ghost Ship just a little bit more.
I have to agree for if you're putting like transit horror movies. I really underestimated it at first.
Yeah, I mean,
I first watched it when it first came out. Completely underestimated it. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's one of those movies I remember when I worked at the theater at the time, and we always like stay over late. We either do it like the night before it came out, or even like the night it's already out, and we just watch a movie, whatever. And we had Snakes on a Plane, and I'm like, there's no way we can't just not watch this. So it was one of the things where we got together, me and my buddies, and we watched it. And of course, we didn't really take it too seriously. We were just having fun, but it was like a great party movie. Like I recommend this movie if you're watching Snakes on a Plane.
It's good to laugh at.
Exactly. You can't take it seriously. Have fun with it.
It's Sam Jackson.
It's Sam Jackson. Motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. Exactly. And then, so at number two, I threw out Jason X on a spaceship. Another movie that people just shit on. They're like, it's cheesy. Now, I love it.
Are you just picking these movies because there's not that many to
I'll be honest with you,
from?
there's not a whole lot to choose from.
Okay.
But there's The Terror Train with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh yeah.
Didn't quite make my list. It's almost there. I just don't watch it enough to. I have not seen Trans-Siberia, which I hear is just awesome. It's like Hostel.
I've seen
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Was it good?
It's
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right. I have to check it out. I just haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Woody Harrelson's role is way downplayed.
Really?
Yeah, it's all the wife.
So like I said, a lot of these movies, there ain't a whole lot, so I was literally kind of scoping through. And so yeah, Ghost Ship and Jason X, they made the list. Now, it wasn't a prestigious list to make it, and I'm sure these guys out here will probably know 100 different movies that I didn't even think of. But yeah, for me, those are my top two, or 2 and 3. And number one, I'm going Deep Rising, which is the movie where there's a cruise ship, and this giant tentacle creature gets aboard of it somehow. And these mercenaries show up, and they're like, well, we're going to rob this thing. And fucking tentacle monster attacks him. It's cheesy B-movie with Treat Williams, but I like it. I enjoy it, and it's a good movie. So, let me ask you guys, you guys just mentioned Trans-Siberia. Is there any movie you can think of off your head?
I can't actually below that many.
Below. I haven't seen it. It's a submarine, right?
Yes.
I have not seen that. Damn.
Below is good.
Damn good.
What kind of horror is it?
It's suspense horror.
What is it though?
Okay, they're all on a World War II submarine. It's kind of like Das Boot.
Okay.
Or Das Boot. But anyway, it's like that, and it's.
Now, don't give away the ending though, because I have not seen it yet. I hear it's pretty.
They kill their captain, and then very, very strange things happen on the submarine.
Nice.
It's like the whole submarine is cursed.
I'll have to check that out.
It's good.
You know what's when I left off? God damn it. You know what? Fuck it. My new number one. I'm sorry. Move everything down. Take Ghost Ship off. Fucking Alien. That's a horror movie. I will stick by that. And they're on a ship the whole time. So yes, I forgot about that. Fucking Alien.
Yep.
So
I have to agree. That'd probably be my number one.
Yeah. I can't believe I threw Jason X on there and didn't throw Alien on there. Phantom slipping, guys.
You first think sci-fi, but really it's horror.
No, it's definitely horror.
Creepy, crazy looking aliens.
At home, I got my DVDs broken up into genres. And I have Alien and horror.
Well, there's Dracula 3000.
Now, where are they at on that? I haven't
The
seen
spaceship.
Are they on a spaceship?
Yeah.
Yes, I love it because you know what's great. Like that's what a series does when like it's running out of ideas. They send to space. Leprechaun's been in space.
Are you serious?
I'm not even joking, dude. Part 4, Leprechaun in space. Pinhead's been in space. Jason's been in space, and now apparently Dracula has made the journey to space. I love it. Is it pretty good or?
It's not that bad.
Not bad.
Not that bad.
Worth a watch or?
Nah, maybe. Lots of booze.
Pumpkinface is not. He's just like I'm not going to push it. I don't want to
Get lots of booze.
So, but yeah, that's it right there. So, yeah. Now I'm not gonna lie, the Phantom has been working hardcore this past week, and I have not had a chance to really check out any news whatsoever. So, yeah, there's no horror news this week, folks. And the Phantom wants to apologize, but the Phantom just hadn't had a chance to. And then I was like, well, it's okay because it's a new month, December. That means there's gonna be new horror movies, and there's fucking not. I hate Christmas. It kills everything that's dark and brutal. And I'm pretty sure though, it wasn't on the IMDb listing page, but I'm pretty sure the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night was supposed to come out this time. But I haven't seen anything else yet. So if anything comes out though, I'll keep you guys posted. So let's go ahead and we're gonna write to the viewer comments. Now, Mr. Horkid1, formerly known as Lane, he has some numbers behind. I can't remember the numbers right now. But my boy Lane, talked to him over the weekend, and I didn't really get a whole lot of comments this time, because I guess it was a holiday weekend kind of thing, and once again, I just hadn't had a chance to check my computer. But the few comments I did get, I wrote down here, and I guess dude was sick over Thanksgiving. Fucking brutal, man. I feel for you. I'm a fat fuck, so if I ever get sick on Thanksgiving, dude, just forget about it. So, 13 Wolfman hit me up. Now, last week I did the show without the hoodie. I couldn't find the damn thing anywhere. I assumed I left it at work. Turns out it was in the wash. I didn't even realize I threw it in there yet. So,
complaints?
Actually, 30 Wolfman said it's a good look. He said he likes me without the hoodie. I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt naked and I can't do it. I'm so insecure. I have to,
especially fucked up, crazy looking hair.
I got some messed up hair. Well, I gelled it up just for that show last week. I literally had to fix my hair up just to continue because I felt like I was like, there ain't no way I can be able to do this. So, I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate the compliment, but I gotta leave the hoodie on. And I'm gonna give another shout. I gave a shout out to him last week. Ghostface Kid 101. Once again, didn't have a whole lot of reviews, but or comments, but he hit me up and said, doing a good job. He really thought I did some good reviews. So, boom, there it is. So, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Now, you guys want to hit us up with any questions? Maybe you got some questions from these dudes right here. They're not shy or bashful. They'll answer anything.
Never shy.
Never shy. Any of the other guests I've had on here, me, and it might be horror related. You just want to know something, like maybe boxers and briefs. I don't know. Anything you guys want to ask, you know how to hit me up. There are multiple ways to hit me up. You can hit me up with a video response. You can leave that comment right down below. My Phantom friends over on Facebook, hit me up there. moviephantom7@gmail.com, or you can hit me up with a private message. And actually, I should have threw this out there for the top 3 too. That's how you do the top 3 as well. So, but yeah, so anything you guys want to know, hey, that's what we're here for. We are here, to answer your questions. Let's get some reviews, shall we?
All right.
Okay. All right. So 2002 rolls around, and we got a movie called Ghost Ship. Now, the basic plot of this is it's a salvage crew that goes. They find this cruise liner, and it's haunted. Basic premise. I'm just going to put basic premise out there. So, I'm going to start over on this side. Go ahead. Tell us what you thought of Ghost Ship.
Well, one of my favorite movies, Ghost Ship. You can't go wrong with Gabriel. Any movie he's in, from Stigmata to anything.
Yeah, he was good at Stigmata, yeah.
He's just...
This is Murphy, right?
He's just scary. He's just scary. Even the Schwarzenegger movie.
Schwarzenegger.
Which one?
End of Days.
End of
Days. He's
Satan.
Yeah,
he was.
I seen parts of that. I never finished it.
I've got it. You can borrow it.
I'll have to check it out. Yes.
But he's just they're all sucked into the fucking vibe of the ship.
Oh yeah.
They're all seeing things that they want to see.
Well, actually, that's one of my comments I was going to make that I actually really enjoyed about it, was they kind of played with each person's internal struggle. The ship did, like...
it's almost like preying on, what's going on in their mind, or whatever, their fear.
Each person's vice.
Yeah.
Murphy, the captain, they were playing on his alcoholism, apparently. the woman, Apps.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name exactly. Apps, yeah. You know, her,
Julian.
The one that's like a daughter to him.
Yeah, child. Yeah. And playing with her as a child, and then Greer playing with him because he's about to get married, so playing with the whole adultery thing. I really like that.
Oh yeah.
And you got to admit, in the hall scene, the dance hall, dinner hall.
Oh
whatever, it does remind you of The Shining, right?
Yeah, and the vibe. Yeah, it has like that old school.
Everything coming back to life, especially, and then the actual captain talking to Murphy, serving him a drink. I mean, come on, that's Shining right there.
And the little girl.
And the little girl.
Yeah, too, little girl, man. You gotta have that. But actually, I really like that. And if anyone didn't notice, because I haven't watched this until a couple of nights ago.
It's been a while since I've seen
after
it,
10 years, I didn't realize it'd been 10 years. But after watching it again, like I said, I have way more appreciation for it. And especially, I'm a big Dexter fan. If anybody didn't notice that Jack is Desmond Harrington, is Joey Quinn.
Holy shit! Oh my god, I did not know, dude. I watched him the other day.
The one that's the actual ghost that's forwarding everybody onto the show.
Yeah, that's Detective Quinn.
Holy shit, you're right, it is Quinn. I didn't even realize that.
I saw his facial structure, I was like,
Dude,
I knew his voice. I
was like, he looks kind of more but I was like, you tried
as soon as I saw it, as soon as it came on, I was like, oh my god,
I was
like,
you're right, Quinn.
Cast. Yeah, dead on. Desmond Harrington's his name.
Man.
Theirs a little different.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That throws you off so much. Yeah. If you watch Dexter,
his face is the same. Like, he hasn't aged in like 10 years. I mean, my man.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You blew my mind. You just blew my mind right there. I can't believe I didn't recognize that.
I had to make sure as soon as I saw it, I was like, cast. Cast Dexter.
Everybody out there right now is just like, fam, you're a jackass. Why you got your own show? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I did not recognize that. I did not realize that.
But that also made me appreciate it more. Right. To actually see, that's a 6-year show so far.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I love it. So
yeah,
it's good to see somebody that was in a few movies before. It's
kind of broke away.
Continuing his acting career, I liked
Not
it.
to take away from the review.
No, go ahead.
Event Horizon.
Oh, going back to the spaceship. I thought that
if it's travel,
it's a huge
vehicle
everybody
travel.
loves it. I was not big on Event Horizon. I just thought it was way too much style over substance, and I had to walk away from it. I literally could not get into it.
But it all takes place in
it does. You're right. It does qualify. For me, when it comes to Ghost Ship, I gotta say it has one of the greatest horror openings ever. I will throw that up there. Yes, I will throw that up there. I mean, I will put this up against anything. I think even Jaws, which I think is a really awesome opening, even though you don't see the fucking shark. Spoiler alert, back in '76. Yeah, I mean, I think it just has one of the greatest openings. And to me, once again, I kind of like him. I have not seen this in a while. It hadn't been the whole 10 years, but it's been a while since I've seen this. And stuff like that, it still holds up. I think it's still a great opening. And then, not giving too much away because I don't want to spoil, because it is kind of that 10-year buffer. I don't want to spoil too much. But when you kind of see the revelation at the end, and they kind of go through the flashback of it, that still holds up. Like, I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Okay, actually, I got a comment on the flashback.
Oh, go ahead.
It turns into like a Matrix scene. What is up with that?
It is very
the whole mood of the movie changes.
I don't know about Matrix scene. I got comments about the mood changing, but it has a very music video style to it, but I feel like it holds up.
I like it. It worked. It's different. It is modern, I guess.
It is funny you said that about the mood changing. And here's something I noticed. Now the production company that did this is Dark Castle, if I'm correct. Yeah, Dark Castle Entertainment did this. Now they did a few other movies. They did the remakes to House on Haunted Hill, 13 Ghosts. They did Gothica, and the remake to House of Wax. And here's something I've noticed about those movies. All right, they all I'll say Gothica. I won't say necessarily say House of Wax, but the other four, they all have the same thing in common. Whereas they start off extremely creepy. They start off. I mean, you like it, hate it, whatever. You gotta admit the mood's there. It has like this dark haunted house feel to each of them. But then by the third act, when we already know like all the cards are on the table and it's time to go, it turns into like a crazy thriller kind of. It's more of a roller coaster ride, I guess, at that point. Yeah. And I've noticed that with all of them so far. Like literally, House on Haunted Hill, it's literally like it's very creepy. And then when the end, it's just like, I don't know, it breaks down. Like, fuck the creepiness, let's just get this movie over with. And I felt the same thing about this one, too. I felt like starting off, it's very suspenseful, very creepy. But then once the revelation's over, it's done. There's no more creepiness. It just kind of it is fast paced, and we're just kind of It's just more.
Except for the very end, we don't want to give it away.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away. But once again, but it's not creepy and suspenseful though. It's a different tone.
It's a shock.
It's a shock, I guess, but it's not necessarily has like that atmospheric. Like with The Shining, you can argue that the whole movie has the same atmosphere, the same mood throughout. Whereas this one, there's definitely a different like mood. It really is like whenever the revelation happens, like whenever the flashback happens, the mood does completely change. In my opinion, I think it just kind of does, you know, into its own thing. But it still holds up, and it's still like I say, the only thing I can, if I'm nitpicking, and you guys know me, I like to nitpick. The CGI isn't the greatest. There are certain scenes where I'm just kind of like, but once again, it is 2002, and I'm not going to bitch about it, alright? I'm not going to bitch out too much because it is a damn good movie, so I can overlook certain scenes where clearly you can just tell they're not even on the boat, there's no water behind them, it's clearly a green screen, or the boat itself is not even really there. Like they're on the stage and they just CGI'd it in. I'm being a dick right now, and I do want to apologize. I am just nitpicking at this point, but there's a small thing like that. But once again, still a good movie. And another thing I just have to nitpick on is I felt like it was very rushed early on. Now that's not, that can be a good thing, bad thing, because I mean you can't make the argument that, you know, they get to the point. They're like, fuck it, it's, you know, it's fucking ghost ship. We're going boom, boom, boom. And it's like when doing that though, they try to condense everybody's personality down quickly. We try to establish real quick that yes, there is a father-daughter relationship between Murphy and Epps. And how we do that? We just say it. Oh, it's like, is this his daughter? Now that's, you know, that's a good way of saying it, but that's also lazy writing. You have to come out of this way. Hey, guys, listen. Father-daughter relationship. Boom, there it is. And it's just lazy writing. But once again, it doesn't take away, because it is this. To me, this does have like a summer popcorn horror feel to it. That's not a bad thing. It really, I mean, I remember I watched it in theaters. I loved it, and it was a good experience. And once again, from the opening sequence, it has you. If you're literally watching that opening sequence and you're just like, you're a douche. That's all there is to it. There's no way you cannot like it from that scene. Dude, it's fucking awesome. But yeah.
I would actually have to take it back because I don't think I was on the show for that, but you told me in person to pick my top 3 death scenes. That would have to make the list.
You know what? You're absolutely right, because it's the fact that there's a bunch of them.
It's a multiple.
Exactly, and then the fact that it is so cool. It's just like literally. And I love how there's a delay. Like it hits the flowers first.
Yeah.
And there's like this weird, and you know what happened.
Pause.
But everybody's, and then slowly people are like sliding off their. It's fucking crazy. Love it, love it. So, you guys have anything else to add to the Ghost Ship?
I don't think so. Like I just want.
It does have the only Mudvayne song that I really love.
Are you serious?
I'm not a big Mudvayne fan.
I wasn't even like that album. Like when I first saw the movie come out, I was like, oh sweet, Mudvayne's on a horror movie. I was like, yes, I'm gonna go see it just for that reason.
That's the only song I really like from their catalog. I won't go. I'm not anti-Matt or Mudvayne. They got some okay stuff, but I literally don't. I'm not huge on them. I don't have any. I never had any.
RB50, Lethal Dosage, man, first album.
I'll check it out, I guess. I'll have to check it out. But I love that song. I do love that song.
We'll save that for next week.
That'll be on next week. Yes. So, like I said, but every time I hear that song, I think of Ghost Ship. I'm just like, it's always on the radio station around here. So it's
you have to
always
homeschool yourself on Mudvayne.
I guess so. I'm gonna have to get a crash course on Mudvayne.
I'll school you for it.
Appreciate that.
I'll tie you up in there, and I'll teach you all about it.
Appreciate that.
Brain blasting.
All right, so Pumpkinface. Anything more on Ghost Ship?
Very enjoyable movie.
Very enjoyable. So there you guys have it. That is Ghost Ship, and we definitely recommend it. All right, so up next, we got Sweet 16, which is from our good friend Zuma 126. Basic premise here is this little girl wants to have a DJ for her Sweet 16 birthday party or whatever. And so she gets, try to get this DJ hired. And he decides not to. Thinks she's kind of bratty. Well, then
she's a bitch.
She is. You got a point. Yeah, she is kind of a little. I'm gonna go ahead and stop you. She's a little cunt. But anyways, but yeah, no, she is. She's really bratty. So he just says, "No, I'm not doing this." But then she comes back and fucks the world up. So that's a basic rundown right there. Now, before we go ahead and get started on this, let me just start us out there that I'm really shocked that he actually wanted us to do another review. Because we did, because once again, we weren't, we reviewed it fairly, his last film, The Jersey Devil, and, but, we told it how it was. I mean, we didn't really pull any punches. We weren't like, dicks about it, but we also, we told him, like, what was the flaws and, what we did like about it, but, we just told it how it was. And I don't know if you guys saw the video he did for us. He said he really appreciates that. He actually wanted us to do this movie right here, and that means a lot. I'm like, dude, because I honestly figured, like, after we did the show, either he would just start bashing me, like, I don't need to listen to this fat fuck on a couch. Fuck you and your man. I just figured he would just throw it, or it'd just be like, just never hear from him again. I figured it'd be one of those two things. But the fact that he's like, I really appreciate that. I love your honesty. Hit us again, And I gotta say, that means a lot to the fandom. Fans may get a little choked up. I ain't gonna lie to you. But no, it means a lot. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. So, like I said, I definitely want to review it. So here we are. We're back. We've all seen Sweet 16. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the ball rolling on this one. Here is my review for Sweet 16. Now this is your first film, I believe you said. This took place before you did Jersey Devil. I gotta say, I thought the editing for this one was actually better than Jersey Devil.
I have to agree.
The phone conversations, like there's a funny scene where there's a black dude. He's down. I guess he's a fellow DJ, and he's dancing.
There's a bit of humor.
Dude, I love that. And
Rihanna, I believe.
But the whole scene though is like between him and her on the phone. It was edited perfectly. Whereas in Jersey Devil, there's a few phone scenes that are just not like it's really. So I thought like your editing was really good on this one. Another plus is like you said, the humor. You had humor sprinkled down. You had this in Jersey Devil too, but I really felt like this was a lot better. Like I just had a lot more. Like I said, the black dude's great. I loved him in this one dancing. The scene where the two guys are in the car and the dude turns down the radio and he's like, don't do it. I will smack you through that window. And then sure enough, you see the car drives and you just hear a smack and comes back and he's like,
love that kind of humor.
It's classic old school kind of humor. And I love that kind of stuff. I thought the music was well done. I really thought whoever did the score. I didn't have credits on this one that I saw. Like normally you do the.
I was
credits.
actually waiting for that also.
I was waiting for the credits but yeah, the story, the concept of the story. I really dug. I really thought that it was just kind of a neat concept. I'm not gonna lie, the story lost me a little bit, and not because it was boring, because I literally was just kind of confused on what the hell was going on at certain points. I stuck with it. Now I'm not giving anything away, because once again, this is a new movie. I do recommend everybody watch it, because I am gonna leave the link right down below, so you guys do need to check it out. But toward the end there, it's all over the place, and I'm just kind of figuring. And then at the end, you do kind of bring it all back. But it still leaves a lot more questions that, weren't answered. But maybe that's a good thing. I mean, because that's one thing I always bitch about. I hate when they spell everything out for you. Like, that's really just, once again, lazy writing.
Just leave it up in the air.
And once again,
if you can't find a decent ending for it, just go ahead and leave it up in the air.
So once again, I do got to say, I don't know, because typically when they're like, well, what would you do differently? I don't know why I do differently. I think I would just kind of leave it the way you did. It did work out. The acting. Hit or miss, and that's the way it was at Jersey Devil too. You had certain people who were just really good. They seemed like they was naturals. And then you had some of them that were just, you could tell they were just the amateurs. Once again, this is a dude who gets his friends together and makes movies with them. So, I'm not going to start picking on the acting. Especially with the kids, I thought, even though the kids, were kind of a little much, I'm like, they're kids. At the end of the day, they are just kids that they're just there to...
I believe that one was his little boy again, right?
Yes.
He's pretty creepy in that, actually.
He was creepy. I wasn't going to say too much because it's kind of a revelation there, but the kid, I thought the corn children were creepy. And then I saw this kid, I'm like, well, fuck, man, this kid's definitely got more on the corn children than we can... Yeah, it was... I thought even the girl, when the girl starts off, she is just very bratty. But then, there are certain scenes that... She does look kind of
the actual one scene where they're, I think when the first set of friends come to the house, and he's in the bedroom, and she whacks him out, and she walks up straight to the camera and just sets it in front of him. Damn good scene, yes, I agree. I thought that, I kept waiting for her to hear her scream, so the whole time I actually am in anticipation. I'm I'm waiting. Is there going to be a scream following this? I was waiting, so it drew you into it on that one scene. I thought your lighting was really good on this one. I feel like the other one, and if I'm wrong, I do apologize, but I feel like in Jersey Devil, you used a lot of natural light, especially at night, and that was just, it was too dark in certain scenes, you didn't quite know what was going on, whereas here I thought the lighting was really good. Now, of course, when you're indoors, you can control lighting, a lot better, but I just thought, stuff like that was just a lot, I think overall, from a technical standpoint, this is a much better film than your second one. That's just my opinion, but I just feel like that, right there. Now, if I had to pick on some flaws now, I feel like the writing was almost like you were spelling it out. Like, there's a couple scenes where, okay, when the two friends show up, where's Zuma at? Here, you check downstairs. It's an apartment. Like, it's a small house. Can you not go together? I know in horror movies you guys sacrifice something like that. There's always like, is that noise? Let's go invest. So I realized that we're in a movie, we're in a world, a realm of horror. So you have to do stuff like that. I get that. But I feel like this fact that you're saying, like, spelling it out, like,
I'm gonna check upstairs. Let's separate. Yeah. So it's not like, you know, you could just easily just went like, all right, let's look for this guy, and then just without saying anything, just have them split up. Yeah, you know, I mean, once again, because I'm not really going to like nitpick. I thought it was actually kind of well done. I mean, could have been better, sure, but once again, for what it is, a YouTube, straight to YouTube, you know, short film that you guys did. I liked it. I thought overall, I mean, I'd give it a thumbs up. I mean, it wasn't like it was like, you know, Mr. Chaney, what do you think? Give us your review.
Actually hit on almost everything that I was going to say.
That's the bad thing about short film is you can literally just kind of like, you can do that. Like Ghost Ship, you can leave stuff out. But this one, it's like...
You actually hit on everything I was going to say about it. Is the cut scenes, scene to scene, actually way better than Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
Seems like you spent more time planning these scenes out. I mean, just from motion to motion, from scene to scene, you actually... It looks like you're actually going somewhere through a house. You're actually following that person around. Very, very good quality.
And there are certain camera movements you did that I dug. You know, I always call it the paranormal activity, where you pan and there's nothing there, and then you come back, she's like in the doorway or something like that.
Yeah, I
really
love that
good.
stuff.
I do love that.
The storyline plot, pretty good. Sweet 16, I like it. You know, it's and the little girl just goes nuts. I like that. And once again, the humor. I guess I can't really say anything that you already didn't, but the humor aspect of it, a couple things here and there. Always good to lighten it up. I can't say anything more than he did. Really good movie. I actually enjoyed it. I stuck through it at first. I thought it was going to be really cheesy.
I agree.
First opened up, I was like, oh my god.
I'll be honest. That first like 5 minutes when it's like they're setting it up and the girls playing it, I'm just like, oh god, this is like Jersey Devil had like some. At least we had like that awesome '80s soundtrack and a girl dancing in her room. So I'm just like, we had that in the first one. But this one was like, oh, this is gonna be a long half hour. But once you get past that, like once shit hits the fan,
just 4 or 5 minutes is all.
It really is. I mean, stick with it. If you people who are going to watch it for the first time, stick with it because it does get better. Like once shit hits the fan, it gets better. It really does. So stick with it there.
Stick with it after that. It's not bad at all. Actually, pretty good production value for what.
It really is. I mean, exactly. I mean, for what it is, it really is. I mean, I've said.
If you want a few critical points. You know, a little bit of criticism is just, like I said, it's your first film, so you're not going to catch everything just from someone else watching it. Soundtrack was good. I will agree that, you know, it set the mood for a few scenes, but there's a couple things. Whenever Zuma, your DJ, first gets killed, there's a shot of the doorway. She follows him, probably waxing him out or whatever, and the camera just sits there, nothingness for a minute, a good probably 10 seconds. Could it put some kind of effect, distortion of some sort, just went to distorted view or something, or just cut it a little shorter?
Now, I'm going to disagree with you on that one. I like that scene. I'll tell you why. It's almost like in an uncomfortable situation, you're there, and you can't do anything about it. So the dude walks out, and then she takes him down, and now you're waiting like, what the fuck happened exactly? You're waiting for like something, and I liked it.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but I might be wrong. Was it silent at that scene?
I think it may have been natural noises anyways.
Well, there could have been just maybe some kind of background, just a little bit of noise, just to have something, just a little bit of music, just to keep you on your edge of the seat, just a small little creep up, you know what I mean?
All right.
But anyway, go ahead.
No, I dug that scene actually. I was another one of those like little just director things. I was like, I kind of like that. I do think it was a little too long because after a while, I am just kind of like, okay, you can at least get to the next scene or at least do the pop up or whatever you're gonna do, you know. But no, I thought overall, I mean.
And one other thing is once you do your like moments later, I think it was probably about a third of the way through the film. We do moments later before everybody's lined up around the kitchen table or whatever.
Give away the ending right here. Oh my God, spoiler alert. All right, go ahead.
All right, my bad. But you had theme music going on, and then you just cut it off. Like you didn't fade out or anything. Take it out a little bit slower that way.
Well,
you kind of feel you're going to the next scene instead of just cut, next scene.
Yeah. You talking at the end there, at the very end?
Was it the very end?
No, that's what I'm asking. Is that what you're talking about? The very end? Or something like
it says moments later after they get everybody else.
Oh, so, okay, what you're saying, okay.
There's like next day and then there's moments later. And I think it was the one after moments later. He has music going on and then it just cuts instead of fading out first. Just small things like that will make the movies better.
Like I said, I remember the titles on his last one, like the moments later, were in different fonts and different colors. And so this time they were all the same. So that's another thing. I just remember like, the last one you just had it like I can't remember what it was now off the top of my head, but I just remember pointing it out to myself, like, oh, well, you know. But once again, I wasn't going to bust balls, so, like, you know, I don't have a movie, so you got one up on me right there, so, yeah. But, yeah, something like that, yeah. Now, what about you, Pumpkinface? What was your review of the Sweet 16?
I didn't realize while watching it was his first film. I thought Jersey Devil was after.
Okay.
I mean, it was before
okay,
this film.
Yeah.
But I got to say that the same thing that Robert said, that everything was thought out a little more closely. Like the special effects with all the doors shutting and opening at the same time.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. The practical effects were really good.
She takes on an effect of almost like the girl from The Ring.
Yeah.
Her hair and that look,
how she's in the shadows, and she just, I agree.
So kudos to whoever the actress was for
yeah, she did really good. I mean, yeah.
And she's got almost the rising effect in some of the scenes. I don't know if she purposely rose her shoulders up, or just the effect you draw it back with the camera. But it looks like in some scenes she's almost floating through the rooms instead of just actually walking. And like some of the bedroom scenes and stuff, and her hair is like whacked. But it just, I mean, it just reminds me of the chick in The Ring.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I'm on a mission.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I have to do.
She's gonna fuck
yeah,
shit
and
up,
I'm gonna,
sure.
yeah, it's all gonna be a melee,
yes.
you know. And so that was very good. I mean, I enjoyed it way more than Jersey Devil.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I really, overall, if I was comparing them side by side, yeah, it's definitely better than Jersey
If she's a close friend, keep her in your other films.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, once again, for this kind of work, yes. I mean, everybody's, they're doing pretty good. I, can't really, knock that for, being amateurs. Heck yeah, I'll bring them back. So
she was literally scary. I mean,
yeah, I'm saying the scene that you talk about up to the camera. Yes, I agree. I was
pretty creepy.
And like I said, the lighting worked out good because there's certain things where she'd be in the hallway and it'd just be, like you couldn't really quite see her face. It was almost like it was darkened out, and I like that.
That's what's weird. Like everything else was a little brighter. Maybe it was the hair. It was just shadows.
Just the way
everything else was a little more darked out in the face there.
Yeah, I think it worked out to good effect. I mean, really.
I don't know if it's more like she stepped off or she actually became possessed.
Yeah. See, and that's another thing. It kind of leads you to know like what exactly happened, like what's going on exactly. Was she like a demon before she showed up to ask for the DJ or what?
Really can't pick on that too much because how many good horror movies do we? I mean, like actual full production budgeted horror movies do we see that actually aren't bad through it, but it never explains anything, and you have no freaking clue what's going on. Well, actually, have you seen The Violent Kind?
The actual name of the movie?
Violent Kind. Oh wow, you need to check that out.
You must watch that.
It never exactly explains what's going on, but it just I can't even say. You have to watch it. You actually just review it sometime. Violent Kind, really good movie.
Violent Kind, I'll check into that. But
you really never, at the end of it, it's entertaining all the way through, and you never know what the hell's going on exactly, though.
That works to a certain extent. That works, and sometimes it just doesn't. Because there's sometimes like, and I like the ambiguous type ending where you're like, what the hell? What we're just, whatever. I can try to think of off the top of my head, trying to think of something. I can't. I'm blanking right now. But sometimes I like the ambiguous ending. And then sometimes, I'm just kind of like, what was going on? Like, I don't even think they know what's going on, so. But
you watch The Violent Kind at the end, it'll tell you.
Oh, all right.
I didn't catch it.
We don't agree with that, but.
All right, well, just like nothing else, I'll check it out. So. But yeah, Zuma, man, keep it up. And you got another one coming out, I think it's The Lady in the Tree.
Lady of the Tree.
Lady of the Tree.
I actually watched the trailer. I'll tell you, that's how much it got me interested after watching Sweet 16. I actually went ahead and watched the trailer for Lady of the Tree.
I've seen it as well.
The minute 20 commercial, chick looks back, looks pretty freaky so far. So I'll definitely be watching it once you get it done.
I'm curious. Like I said, you definitely got some followers here. Even when we don't like it or we do like it, I'll tell you right now, dude, I'll check them all out. So, boom, there it is. So, you guys got anything else to add here?
One more thing.
More
blood.
More blood.
Zuma, more blood.
I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there too. I'm just maybe being a dog here. Some nudity. I mean, I know you got some kids there. You don't have to film them together. Get the kids out there for a minute. Some nudity. I would have loved to see that girl in the first one. When she's getting ready, I'm like, when girls get ready, they get naked, don't they? They change clothes or...
It just depends if they're willing to do that. These are his friends. How many of my friends are going to get naked for us?
I mean, you don't have to do like Carrie blood, but,
yeah.
More blood, and there's plenty of fake blood out there available.
I'll send you $10 in the mail to find a prostitute just to get naked.
I mean, I don't know what kind of area you live in.
I don't have to have producer credit or nothing. I'll literally just anonymously...
Wait, we had one scene. When you're at the computer, and there's a reflected upside down cross.
Cross!
Was that?
Yes,
was that?
Was that meant to be?
Yeah, was that meant to be?
I remember thinking, like, is that really there? Is like, what the? And I was like, man, that's crazy. And I thought, did he really mean to have that in there?
I'm saying he did.
You know what?
I don't know. You have to answer us though.
Yeah, please.
We are curious about this. Yes. So I forgot about that.
Big debate. Robert says no. I say yes.
Well, it's on Robert's now. I think maybe it was. I think it actually was maybe an accident. Maybe like it's like the blinds were set in a way, and I mean you see that every now and then.
I think it was purposeful.
Let us know. We are curious. I am curious. I can go either way. I mean, I can see it going either way. So.
And our pain.
Well, Pumpkinface, I want to thank you for. Actually, you know what? Thank you for having me here, guys. That's thank you for being on the show. But hey, thanks for hosting me here. And you know what? Next month we'll be right back here in the chicken house. So boom, there we go. So, Pumpkinface, Robert Chaney, I'm the Moo Phantom. We're out, so. Okay, God, a long walk. Oh my God. Camera's so far away. I'm going to bitch the whole way up here, too, before I turn this off.